This might be a bit of TMI, I don't know. Wow, look at this view, honestly. I think this is actually one of the steepest hills I've ever walked up. Look at this. Wow, that is the silliest walk ever. Look at that light. I don't want to go, it's just amazing. Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Lovely to have you here. Look at this scenery, can you believe it? Wow, conditions this morning have been absolutely staggering going through Keswick and seeing Derwent. It's kind of out of view now typically, but we should hopefully get some good views today. And look who's here, old fuzzy face. Oh, it's so good to have her out on a walk, it really is. So, what are we on with today? Right, we're hitting 2 Wainwrights today. Not massive, in fact one of them is absolutely tiny. It's that one there, Latrig. First one we're going to do is Lonscale Fell there. So I'll tell you what, let's go and have a look at the map. Let's see what the route is that we're going to take to hit Lonscale and then get down to Latrig. So Lonscale first and then Latrig. Let's go and have a look.
Okay, from the free car park on Gale Road, we've jumped onto a section of the Cumbria Way and heading north towards Whitbeck, where we'll skirt around the southern flank of Lonscale Fell. Then we'll reach a section of path that cuts along the bottom of Lonscale Crags. This might be one of my favourite paths in the whole of the lakes. We'll eventually reach a fence and switch back to make our way over Burnt Horse, a stunning ridge that will lead us right up to the summit of today's first Wainwright, Lonscale Fell. We'll pop across to the pike as the views there are breathtaking, before retracing our steps back to the summit and down towards a place called Flagpots. We'll jump onto a path that will soon meet up with the main tourist track to Skidder and then continue down to the car park. But we're going to carry on up to the second and final Wainwright, Latrig. One of the finest viewpoints in the whole of the Lake District. Then it's just a short stroll back to the van and we'll go and find somewhere suitable for a pint.
That's it, not a huge walk today, thankfully. I think she'll be quite relieved by that as well. And that car park, by the way, is quite popular for people going up Skidder. It's sort of kind of takes you up the main tourist track. In fact, a car has pulled up there and a huge family piled out of it and they're walking up. You won't be able to see them, but they're heading up now and they'll be going up the zigzags up into the cloudage. And you know what, there's a bit of snow on the fells. Right on the top's a little bit of snow. I don't think there'll be much where we're going because it's not high enough. But look at that. Look how nice it is down there. Wow. Can you see the inversions going on? That is gorgeous. So that's back out towards Threlkeld. That's where I was in the previous video on Blencathra. And I came down here, Blease Fell. That's Great Mel Fell in the background as well. Clough Head. There's going to be a lot of that today, you know. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Going out towards Grisdale Pike. And then you've got Causey Pike, Sale, Crag Hill, and I think you see Grasmoor as well. So we should get some pretty good views. And finally, before we continue, and I'll face you forward and stop talking for a little bit, do you recognise this path? This is the Cumbria Way. We're actually on the Cumbria Way now. This is like the last bit I did on day, so if I think about this, day 2 from Colbeck to Keswick. So at this point here, I was like, yeah, almost done. Because it was a little bit of a soggy day. Not as soggy as day 3 though. Oh, come on you! It's quite good having her on the walk because it just kind of takes the pressure off me a little bit. I don't need to talk, I don't need to give you any factoids or anything like that. I just show you thing. I feel like I'm talking like mad already. I've just had a coffee. Soz. Let's get on. Actually, before we get on, get yourself a brew. You're gonna need it. Ladies first. just love this bit. I love it so much. It reminds me of somewhere in Switzerland. I think I might have said it last time on the Cumbria Way. I can't remember. I was so sodden. But it reminds me of like a walk around, I think it's Murren it's called. So it's a funny old day today. It's sort of mild, but it's not. It was mild when I left home, but it's actually quite cold here. My hands are cold. This is such a great view, honestly, from this track. It's staggering. So we've got the whole of the Helvellyn North Ridge here. You can see Helvellyn as well, right down the bottom there. We've got High Rig here. Can't speak today, honestly. And we can see Great Howe there as well. And there's some fantastic inversion in the valley. Wow. Oh, it bodes well. It bodes very well today for getting views. That said, as I was driving in, all the tops were clear. Blencathra, Skidder, all of them, except for Lonscale Fell. There's like a little bit of cloud on it. So I'm hoping that flipping burns off. Can you imagine it? But, God, honestly, it's just so gorgeous. I'm sorry if I sound like a stuck record, but it really is just lovely to see. And so's that little white body. She's looking a bit square at the moment. She's put on a bit of weight. She is a lady of a certain age, you know, so it kind of happens to all of us ladies. But she has got this kind of weird square shape going on. It's funny. You having fun, Finn? Yeah, having fun. Not bored yet? Go on then. So we've just driven up through that valley there, look, on the west side of High Rig, and there was no cloud there, so that's just kind of rolled in just now, all that inversion. It's lovely, isn't it? Wow. So we're literally 10 minutes away from the vein. I mean, you can kind of see where the car park is there, and we're getting this sort of view. I mean, it's staggering, isn't it? Staggering. See a little bit of Great Gable there, shrouded in some cloudage. And we can also see King's Howe now. Brown cow. You know, I think it's just missing a bit of light, that. We just need a bit of sun to come in. Because at the moment, I mean, it does look nice. It just looks a bit flat. It is what I call eyes good, you know. Good to look at. Kind of takes the pressure off a little bit of getting a shot. Probably not good for a photo, but I'm loving the fact that Derwent is clearly, it's behind Lattrick at the moment, but it's clearly completely covered in this mist. You can see like a lake of cloud up to King's Howe and right round to Castle Crag as well. I'm not making any progress. I'm like 11 minutes from the car park now. Okay, around the corner, and we're getting our, not first view of Blease Fell, but a bit more up close and personal. And we'll be able to see down into the Glendera Terra. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. It's another one of those nightmares where it could just be pronounced anyway. But we'll be able to see down to that valley in a minute. And the route that I took up to, the route we took up to Mungrisel Common just a few weeks ago in the snow. Are you the cutest dog in the world? Are you the cutest dog in the world? I think you are. I think a lot of people think you are. Ready, go! Good talk. Right, so we'll say goodbye to that view for a little bit as we round the corner here and start to go beneath Lonscale Crags. So, there you go. It looks so benign today. Can you see the track there? Look. And that's going up towards Mungrisel Common. That's where I had a meltdown just 2 weeks ago. Hell. And it was hell. Flipping out, it looks so different today. And you know what? I've not really talked about how bad that was. I mentioned that it was difficult, and you know, because of the snow and the time of day and the fact I was ill, but I've not really gone to detail about how ill I was. I shouldn't have been out, honestly. I think in hindsight it was COVID. First of all, hang on, before I continue, look at this. This is the bit I loved on the Cumbria Way. It's absolutely gorgeous. In fact, you know what, I'm going to face you forward as I speak. So it was definitely some kind of virus, you know, flu or COVID or whatever. And it had an effect on me that I've never ever had before. This might be a bit of TMI, I don't know. But it kind of made a certain region swell up a little bit. Let's just call them the vegetable region. So when I was walking along that track there in the snow, questioning my decisions in life, it just felt like I had a bag of spanners down there, or a bag of nuts, you know. It's just awful, just clanking around all day, really sore, really, you know, just horrible actually, just a horrible feeling. I mean, that alone took a little bit of the enjoyment out of the day, as you'd imagine. I mean, that was like a good 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks yesterday I think it was in fact, and they're only just now returning to normal. And it's all, you know, all normal. All I can say is, thank God for comfy balls. Hang on, let's just spin around a minute. Look at that. I remember this. I remember coming around the corner on the Cumbria Way and seeing that. Glorious. There's a bit more of it. That similar sort of feel a bit further on here. Yes, that day, you know, I've talked that it was difficult, but I've not mentioned the fact, well, first of all, the vegetable region issue, but also the fact that, I don't know, I didn't think I was going to make it, you know. There's one point, certainly, as I got down to Sign and Gill on the way down, that I thought, hey, I might die here because I've got no energy. I'm all right with it. I don't mind. I'm all right. Just leave me here. I mean, it was comical and everything, you know. I just tumbled into the sign and the snow all collapsed. I tumbled in. It was a real low moment. And I just thought, I can't do this. I think I might just lie here. And it's a bit scary. It is a little bit scary because actually, if I had to quit, I probably would have died. I would have, because there's no one around. There was no mobile signal. I hadn't felt my toes for a good, let's have a think about this, good hour. So they were numb. I was a bit worried about getting frostbite, or at the very least frost nip. So I was getting worried, I was frustrated, I couldn't move quick enough. And yeah, it was scary. So it could have been dangerous. Well, very dangerous. So I think on that basis, I think I'm going to look at getting myself a Garmin InReach. And I've always sort of dismissed that idea. Oh, it's just a Lake District. We don't need anything like that. It's ridiculous. You can walk, you know, half a mile and you hit a road. But I couldn't have walked. You know, what if I'd have been injured, for example? I broke my leg or banged my head. I wouldn't have been able to get anywhere. And because there was absolutely nobody around, no mobile signal. I know you can use your phone for emergencies and what have you, but I don't know. I just think it's worth probably at least having a look at, just for that one time where you might need it. You know what I mean? I'd rather have it and never need it than need it and then not have it. A bit like the camera. You know, I'll leave it at home. Anyway, I am going to shut up for a little bit. I'm going to face you forward and face you back so you can see the path and the track and everything else and the Hill of Doom. And yeah, not talk for a bit. So just enjoy. So we're now passing beneath Lonscale Crags here, and it's about a mile long, this particular section. And it's probably looking rubbish in this camera, but actually here, quite imposing. Beautiful as well, all this heather, look at it, wow. Now the girl, we've had it. Come on in. a drink, Finn. Have a drink. Come on. Have a drink. No. Okay. So I don't know if you can see it. We can just make out a bit of Atkinson Pike there. And yeah, a little bit of snow on top. Looks like a fairly good dusting as well, actually. So that was clear last week when I went up. Alright, now we're getting a glimpse of Great Calver here. And that'll be Knott just behind it in the cloud. Isn't this path gorgeous? It's absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favourite paths, I think, actually, in the whole of the Lake District. Okay, so you can see Sign Gill there, look, which is what I fell in last week, 2 weeks ago, and we crossed it and started to make our way up. But before I did that, I took a photograph just on my phone, and it was lovely. It was of either a quarry building or a barn. I couldn't quite work out what the hell it was down there. In fact, I can't even see it. It's down there somewhere. But I'll put it on the screen now, and it's lovely because it had lawn scale pike in the background. It just had such an alpine feel to it. It was beautiful. So I did actually forget to mention that they have done a lot of quarrying around here, lawn scale crags, and down in the Glenterra Valley down here. So there are various levels along there. I didn't notice them 2 weeks ago because I was obviously concentrating on other things, vegetable things. But yes, there are levels, there are various bits and pieces here. It's really. Oh, that's looking nice. Getting a bit of sunlight now. What do you reckon, Finn? Is that yours? Okay, we can now see what is known as Burnt Horse Ridge, this bit here. That's where we're going up. Oh, that's looking very nice, isn't it? Wow. So, not seen a single person yet since that group of people who are heading up towards Skidder, which I'm quite surprised about because this, like I said, this is the Cumbria Way. Okay, that's the strangest thing. As soon as I said I've not seen anybody, there's 3 people ahead of me. Just here, look. Where the hell did they come from? They weren't there a minute ago. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Just to build this back up again as a little hussy. Have that view, and obviously that view. Hot tub on top or somewhere. Perfect. Little white dog. Close the path. No one can come down here ever again. That is a spectacular view. Looking down over High Rig. Wow, because we're getting a bit of light now. Look at that. My goodness, that's towards Watson's Dodd and so on. Flipping heck. Right, so we're kind of clear of Lonscale Fell now, way back there, look, with Finn. This is Burnt Horse here. And at some point, probably not, well, I think it's just by this gate here, we go through a gate, and then we branch off up. Well, you've seen the map, I don't know why I keep saying this. Well, that's Great Calver in front. Lovely. Look at it all covered in heather. It's a completely different colour to everything else. Just starting to spit a little bit. I don't know whether to put my jacket on in readiness or not. Hey, nice jump, Finn. Nice. I don't know. Or was it just a wee shower? I can't figure it out. But here we are at the gate, and the point where we're going to start. We're going to go up onto Burnt Horse. Such a great name. Ladies first. Good dog. Right, so basically we're just going to handrail the wall all the way up here onto Burnt Horse and enjoy that view. Look at it. And also out onto Skidder Forest. So this whole area is Skidder Forest. It's a bit of a misnomer because there are no trees apart from a patch there at Skidder House. There are the odd sort of little conifer every now and then, like Christmas tree. If you remember the Cumbria Way, it comes down here, look, follows the Colbeck. What's it called, you? Colbeck. Bloody hell, my head's gone. And there are definitely just like lawn trees all the way along there. But yeah, there we go, Skidder Forest. It's flipping bleak, but as we all know, it's... Yes, that's right, well done. I'm loving that. I'm loving Skidder House. And then the back of Skidder there, look, you can see a little bit of snow up there. And these clouds, that's really, really atmospheric actually. So all the way along the path there, underneath Lonscale Crags, I was so certain I could hear voices on the other side of the valley walking up the path, but I couldn't see anybody. I was looking for ages, just kept hearing them. It turns out it was Finn's stomach. Because I can hear it now, I can hear the voices coming from her stomach. Like a strange sound. She's eating grass. Her tummy's a little bit dicky at the moment, and unfortunately for me, maybe you too, you might experience the fallout of that. It's not good. You know, it would be such a cool thing to do, to have a black mass at Skidder House. I think that needs to be arranged. It'd be amazing. And, you know, you can't get there by car. You have to walk up. So I think it'd be fun. And to get snowed in would be even better. Well, it all appears to be clouding up a little bit. I don't know if you've noticed. So we might not get any views from the summit. That's okay. I just hope we get views from Latrig, because they are outstanding. Are you a bit tired, Finn? Are you? You want your lunch? Okay, so we've got Sale Howe just here. If you have a look on the Ordnance Survey map, that is precisely 666 metres high. So it's the Devil's Hill. We've got Jenkin Hill just up here as well. And we're not far actually, not far from Lonscale Fell and therefore Lonscale Pike, and we'll go have a look at both. So, can you see it? A little bit of Lonscale Pike there behind the wall. Ooh, I don't know if it's just going to be clagged in up there, who knows. So it does appear to be that we're on the wrong side of the fence. As you can see, we have a little bit of style action there. Finn's desperate to get through it, but obviously we've got this in the way. So I'm going to carry on this side and just figure out how we're going to get over, if we need to get over. We might not need to. But yeah, you can see the proper path is there, look. Oops, I don't know how the hell that happened. Too busy yip-yapping, probably. It's looking good though, isn't it? Look at that. Love it. So we are now on Burnt Horse Ridge, which is a bit of an unusual name, isn't it? Burnt Horse. But let me explain why it's called that. So back in the 1800s, well, up to the 1800s, the local folk farmers, what have you, used to put the horses out here to pasture and what have you. Look at this. I'll just show you that. So it was just covered with horses, horses everywhere, until one night in, I think it's 1853, something like that, where a lot of the local residents down in Keswick just saw lights in the sky all night, just over this area, over Skidder, over Lonscale Fell. And then in the morning, when the people came up to check on the horses, you know, all crispy, all char grilled. It was like a barbecue. It'd been a barbecue all night. And it turns out that it was basically a whole bunch of UFOs came in and tried to communicate, I guess, maybe with the horses, I don't know. And then when they didn't get any sense out of them, because let's face it, horses they're weird and they're scary. So they just kind of zapped them, that's it. End of story. I try as hard as I can to get facts for you guys on these videos. Quite often I don't bring anything. I did try to find out about why it's called burnt horse. Couldn't find anything, so if I can't get the real facts, I just make them up. You'll never know. You'll never know. Look at this view. Honestly, it's stunning, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to stop talking absolute garbage for a bit and face you forward as we head along the fence here, and you can just enjoy this view. It's breathtaking. What a view. What a view. Okay, I mean, I could carry on and follow the fence on this side, but I think at some point I'm going to have to get over, so without damaging the fence, luckily it's fairly low. Oh, that's not good. There you go, no damage. Dog through, sorted. Right, there we go. Now we're on the correct side of the fence. I don't know how the hell that happened. Yeah, so Summit is just there. The pike is there. Summit is just a bit further over, the highest point. But we'll, like I said, we'll go and check out both. And we're now approaching the steepest section of today. It looks pretty steep actually, but it's a short, sharp shock. Flippin' heck, this is pretty steep. This reminds me a lot of the one up to Dollywagon Pike from Grisdale Tarn. Be careful there, Finn, you'll slide off. Watch this. I think she absolutely loves the snow, but possibly not on this sort of gradient. I don't think she does. It's just, I mean, it's looking so flat on here, but it's just getting steeper. Go on. Oh dear, that's a bit tricky. Go that way, look. I think this is actually one of the steepest hills I've ever walked up. Ever. And I mean, that's saying something, isn't it, really? Oh boy. That was tough, wasn't it, Finn? Wow. Come here, good girl. Well done. You're a clever dog. Aren't you? You're a clever dog. She's broked. Why don't you go and jump in that, Finn? See what happens. So I'm just handrailing this fence still. There's the pike, so it's clear. Sort of. I don't know if a bit see anything, it's above cloud. Yeah, and the summit's just there. Can you see it? Can you see the cairn? Probably not. So I'll hit that first, go and have a look at the pike, and then assess what we're going to do for the scrannage. Should we stay here and eat, or should we push on, drop down a bit? Just want to have a view, basically, that's all. It's not asking for much, is it? Just have a view. Do I have to get back over there again? Oh no, hang on. No. There's just no fence there. Cool, right, we are on the ridge that leads us along to Lonscale Fell, just here, and the pike. And then if I was to go up there, I'd hit Skidder Little Man and up onto Skidder. And, you know, I could have done that. I could have done it all as a Warner, Skidder Little Man, and obviously Lonscale Fell. But I don't know, I kind of fancied doing this route today. A little bit different. Some beautiful views coming up Burnt Horse Ridge there, as you saw. And it's also perfect for Finn. It's not too far. Okay, here we are on the first Wainwright of today, Lonscale Fell. Once again, glorious views everywhere. Never mind, that's cool. Yeah, it's kind of a nothing of a thing really, isn't it? Let's get over to the pike and see if there's any kind of view off there. She's like the same colour as yellow snow, isn't she? Right, back over the fence again, Finn. Nice. That's looking lovely. That's Clough Head. That's a great shot, isn't it? See if I can get it. Didn't get it. There's something wrong with my camera at the moment. I need to send it off to get repaired, or just get a new one. I don't know. I probably should get a new one. It's quite old, this now. It takes ages to start up, and then for some reason it seems to flick modes for no reason. I'll just be there, getting the shot ready. Next minute, poof, it resets to whatever mode, and then it'll go to movie mode, then it'll go back to photo mode again, then it'll go into full auto, then back to manual, just by itself. I'm not touching any buttons. It's just weird. It started doing that about 2 months ago. So I miss a lot of shots like that. I miss a lot of opportunities. Oh look, Thirlmere. Let me see if I can try and get that. Well, I think I managed to get a little clip of Thirlmere then. You can kind of see it through the cloud there. Didn't get a photograph. Tried. Camera just kept switching modes. It's just weird. So yes, I think it is official. I need a new camera. The question is what? Anyway, enough of that. Look at the pike. Here we are on Lonscale Pike. This is the horny bit, by the way, of the fell that you can see from down below. Look at this. I need to keep her away from the edge. Wow. So there's Burnt Horse Ridge there, look, came across. And you can really hear the gills down there. You might not be able to hear it. One slip and you're down there, you'd go all the way down. So yes, Lonscale Crag's here. So we walked along the whole length of it earlier on. This is stunning. This is absolutely beautiful. Okay, as you can see, it's all completely clagged in and not a lot of point sitting here in the cold. But yeah, it's cold without a view and having lunch, so we'll move on. Should we go and find a view? Yeah, I think so. So we'll head back up to the summit. Come on. She hates that jumper. We'll head back up to the summit and then carry on towards Jenkin Hill, and then we branch off and head down, and that's when we'll probably clear the cloud base. It just seems to be around the fell here, you know. It's clear everywhere else. You can see Keswick, you can see Derwent and everything. You can hardly walk. That is the silliest walk ever. Uh-oh, she could jump that. That thing on. Make sure she doesn't jump on one of these. There you go. Come on in. Okay, here we are on the summit. Oh, that's it. We've been here already. We've done that. Let's push on. You can actually see a path going off that way. Now, I'm pretty sure that's the one that I saw coming down to... Oh, God, it was the first big gate we got to as we left the view of Derwent and everything behind. So we could go that way, but I'm going to stick to the plan and head down this way and just see where it kind of brings us out. You hungry? I'll tell you what I am. I could eat a scabby dog, Finn. Okay, back past the opening of the fence there from Burnt Horse and then on. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to drop out the cloud in a minute and we'll be able to see that path, the main skidder path, which we're going to be dropping onto. So we're just getting to a bit on the map that's marked as flag pots across this wall here, and then we're going to switch down that way on a little path, which is then going to pick up the big skidder path, you know, the big tourist one. And already, I mean, we've only dropped 20, 30 metres, something like that. Significantly warmer down here. Can you see where to go? Because I flipping can't. Okay, we're going to have to just jump across. It's just the castration factor that I'm worried about, that's all, you know. In light of everything recently. God, Finn, you're so heavy. You got a bit of Christmas weight going on there, I think. I'm just going to put you guys down there in a minute. I'm just going to put her onto the side. So I've got two hands. There you go, Finny. Soz. You've probably seen all kinds of weird nasal stuff that you just don't want to see. Okay, we did it, sort of. Okay, that's probably the final obstacle today, I hope. There shouldn't be anything else now, really. That said, I'm looking at this path now and it does look a little bit like it's just going off a cliff. But it'll be fine, I'm sure. It's trying to clear, look. In fact, it's looking sort of like it's clearing back up there again. I think it's going to be one of those days, isn't it, where it just kind of, you know, in, out. So, yeah, we're going to pick up the main tourist path up to Skidder, and then that'll be a pretty quick descent down to the Vane, but we're not going to stop at the Vane. We're going to keep on up to Latrig. Well, you've seen the map, I don't know why I keep saying this. You've seen it. I think perhaps at that point we'll have something to eat. I think that'll be quite a nice place. Sorry, just to interrupt again. You can imagine how deep this must have been here, because obviously there's snow all over the place. I reckon that would have gone straight across there. The fact it's still here, wow. I'm actually loving this path, you know. I really am. It's gorgeous. Again, it'd be nice when the heather's blooming. And I'm loving this mist. Oh, that's strange. It's got a really strong smell of weed. Must be some kind of moss around here, unless there is someone just smoking weed. Which is actually quite possible, because we're very close to that main tourist track now. And there could be someone up there needing a bit of wacky-backy to, you know, keep them going. Float up to the top. Okay, that is definitely a smell of weed. I can see it's really, really strong. And there are some people sat here, look. Wow, I'm downwind of them. That's incredible. I feel high as a kite. Here we go. Look at this for a broad track. So if you've stayed in Keswick and you've gone up Skidder via the main tourist bit, you will have walked up this huge thing here, look. That's not the route that we're going to take, by the way, when we do Skidder, which, by the way, is the next video. In fact, it's the last one in this season. So today is the penultimate episode. I don't mean that. I know I've been really hard on the Northern Fells, but it's actually been really great. I have enjoyed every minute of it. And I've liked the bleakosity, you know. So I'm looking forward to next week. I guess it is going to be next week that I'm going to film it. Probably won't have the Finmeister. We're not finished, by the way. We're nowhere near finished. I'm just talking about next week's video. But we're going to go and do a proper route up Skidder, not this. If you've already seen my other skiddy video, my other Skidder video, or Skiddaw, however you want to call it, you'll know the route anyway, so it's wonderful. And hopefully, I'm really hoping that we get the views. In fact, I'm just going to hold off until we actually do, because it's definitely worth it. Look, can you see? We're sort of above the clouds here. We just need to, this bit needs to clear and we're going to get some amazing conditions. I think Latrigg might be clagged in though, can you believe it? Oh, you're not going to believe it. We've actually got light hitting the ground now. You won't be able to see it. It's gone already. And then Derwent there. I'm seeing little bits of light. You can see the sun's coming through the cloud there. Okay, I'm going to take your jumper off. Protest has been acknowledged. Someone's happy. And she's not the only one. Look at it. Look at it. Conditions are just getting insane now. So this is Latrigg here. This is where we're going now to go and get some food. But looking out towards Catbells, and then, well, it's gone now, but, you know, Causey Pike was over there. I'm kind of a little bit speechless, which I'm sure you're probably glad about, even though I'm not. This is the dream. Can you see the track on Latrigg? Hey, Hurdies. Oh, that was they're all very dissatisfying. What a shame. Wow, look at that. That's very satisfying though. Hellfire. Well, I think the best of the light is gone. You can see it all moving in from the northwest. Yeah, it's looking a bit grim now. But we'll get up to Latrigg and we'll decide whether to eat there or whether we're just eating the van. We're going to eat there. You know we are. Come on, let's have a clink. It doesn't even reach. It's not even long enough, look. Okay, that's a fail. Oh, deeply disappointing. All of the gates today. Not one of them's made a proper clink, I don't think. I'm a poet. Okay, we're now at the point where We branched off this morning, headed down onto the Cumbria Way, cut across there, look. And the Vine is just around the corner. So, probably like 10 minutes away from the summit. Summit! A little bit grand. Summit of Latrigg, which is just there. So yeah, quite hungry. Go on, you go through. I think we're going to get a clink. I think. Oh, come on. Oh, it doesn't even go. Oh, I give up. Hello, dog. Have a sniff. Oh, I bet this one makes a clink. I don't need to go through. I'm going to go through it. I want to hear a clink. Come on. Yay! In your own time. Yes. Right, getting obsessed. We're just going to go straight up the grass here and maybe come back down the other way. We'll see. Almost there, Finny. Not far now. That's nice. I'm liking these larch trees here. I don't know if you can see, but as we're approaching the summit, it is starting to mist up a little bit. But check it out, honestly. Wow. Got a great howl. Now, I'm not going to do it. Bleaberry Fell there. And looking straight down to the jaws of Borrowdale. Can't quite see Castle Crag at the moment, but we will do if it clears a little bit. Okay, here we are on the summit of Latrigg, which is the smallest of the Northern Fells, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. And there we go, look. Nice clear view down to Keswick. What we'll do, so this is the highest point, what we'll do is we'll head down this path to the viewpoint here. There's a bench down, there's at least one bench down there, I remember. And we'll see if we can sit on that. If not, we'll just find a bit of grass somewhere. I've got my sit mat, I can sit anywhere now, it doesn't matter. Look at that, isn't that stunning? See a little bit of King's How now. I don't know if you could hear that boy racer then, but you know, and I like Keswick, I really do like Keswick, but there's one thing that puts me off, and it's been like this for years, is the amount of boy races you hear driving around. It's a nightmare. Victor Meldrew. That's a proper Victor Meldrew, isn't it? Right, so we've got two people kind of loitering around the bench. The question is, are they going to sit on it? I don't know. If they don't, or if they're leaving, then we'll nab it. Alright, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Honestly, no idea. But I think we're going to go and sit on it. Regardless. Just go and sit on the laps. You sit on here, Finn? Actually, I don't think we're going to sit on there either. After all that. How was that for a view? It's just gone. It's just all clagged in. I reckon let's drop down here onto the grass and then might even drop below the cloud base. Right, Finny, this'll do. What do you reckon? It's kind of we'll sit here next to the mountain Maltesers. You've got your little stash there, look. Perfect. And camera off. Ball. Flesh. Is that better, Your Majesty? Do you want some flesh, Finn? Do you want some like flesh-like substance? Go on in. Perfect. You saw that then, didn't you? I mean, it's still kicking off now, look at it. So when we sat down, you saw that there was absolutely no views at all. And it was all kind of clagged in. Look at it down there now, look, look, look. This is the stuff I'm talking about. And it's a paraglider there as well, I don't know if you can see that. Oh damn, I should be getting a shot. I'm not getting a shot. Hang on, let me get a photograph quickly. Okay, sorry about that. It's just been crazy this last, what, 20 seconds or so? It's all kicking off over Derwent now. Absolutely stunning. What a view. I mean, you saw it took me, what, 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes to get here up to the top from the car park. So, wow. I mean, you get a lot of bang for your buck here, don't you? So, I think I've got everything packed up. Got Finn, she's absolutely freezing. So let's head off. I don't want to go. It's just amazing. But we'll head off back down to the van and we're going to go and find a pub. I think I know where I'm going to go. You might be disappointed. You might be thinking, oh, you should be going somewhere in Keswick, but there's always a parking issue in Keswick. So we're going to go somewhere familiar. Come on, let's go. Let's just one last look. Oh man. I should stay really because it's just going to continue to kick off. Wow, it's got out so nice now. Look at that. Look at that light. Oh no. What to do? Right, get a shot quick. Are you seeing this? Well, it's all changed now. It's all gone, the light. Come on, Finny. It's flipping freezing. Let's get going. It's all sort of starting to re-shroud. So I think it's time to go. It's time to go in pub. Come on, let's go. What a wonderful moment that was. All of it. In fact, all of today has been really quite special and made extra special because you guys have been here. And I know I sound like I'm blowing smoke, you know, up. But it's true. So it's only a very short stroll back down to the van now. I just want to say, as usual, thanks so much for watching. There's a gazillion videos out there on YouTube, so it means a heck of a lot that you spend your time watching this idiot, you know. But I know you're here for that, really. But I do appreciate it. It's you know, it's a big deal. I'll see you back out on the next video. I tell you what, it might actually be a video with Finn and the van. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm not promising anything, but it might be. And if I don't see you on that video, I'll see you on the next Hiking the Wainwrights one, which is going to be up there. Hopefully with not that white stuff there. Hopefully it'll be clear. Let's go. Okay, as I expected, as soon as we got into the van, Finn was fast asleep, so I just didn't have the heart to drag her back out again and into a pub, so we decided to go all the way home and have a pint there instead. Cheers.